Hey everybody, it's Michael with Gimbel Automation. I just thought I would address a couple common questions and things to know for people self-installing, so not using one of our semi-turnkey or bolting turnkey services on the two-op automation pallet. The first thing you're going to want to absolutely know, that might not be immediately obvious, these devices do have a square bolt pattern, so you can configure it the way you see it here, where the devices are rotated 90 degrees to how you see them in our standard documentation or in the product photos. So you can absolutely literally 90 degrees. For a lot of machines, for a lot of parts, that makes a ton of sense. Normally, we just clip on little 90-degree fittings, so this is nice and sleek. This is one of our demo units that we use to run all of our semi-turkeys, so we just leave the long hoses on here, so we can flip it back and forth either way. The other thing that's in the documentation, but a lot of people miss, that's really critical to your success with the two-op automation pallet, is making sure that this flip station flips exactly 180 degrees, and that it's starting with the jaws perfectly parallel to the work plane. The trick there is that you actually have to adjust it prior to putting it onto the machine, which is a little bit annoying, but we built it this way specifically to make sure you always have good machining clearances and to keep the pallet incredibly compact. Now, this is set from our Los Angeles location. We dial in every single one to 1 or 2,000 of an inch parallelism in the zero. And what we want to do is, if you're a customer and you just received one, you always want to check this because these can come loose in shipping, even the Loctite there. And the way to take a look at this is we're looking for pallet on the bottom, and you can see there are these two little M8 cuffers. We're just going to adjust that on back and forth. And typically when we're doing it, we'll just put it onto a mill with air supplied into just the flip station. It can be the third and fifth ports on the back here. And that's going to keep it in the actuated location. So we're not going to mold it down on the table, but we're just going to have an indicator there, make some tiny adjustments. Usually this is a 5-minute procedure, but it's just important that you do it before you're setting up the machine onto the table. So those are my tips for today for the two-op automation pallet. Thanks so much, guys.